Yeah. Holla, we them boys. Holla, 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 we making noise. Holla, holla, we them boys.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
All right, let's talk about this. Jerry came on yesterday and said, you know what? I would love to see a quarterback controversy. I welcome it. And here's the clip, actually. Go ahead and listen to it.
Do you think you can do that?
Well, I don't know that, but I would. You can't find on record where I said I thought Dak Prescott could do it when he stepped in and had the chance to do that, but he did it. Yes, I do. I certainly think that's possible.
But is it possible that Cooper could play well enough that when Dak's ready to go, Dak won't go because Cooper's played so well?
Well, it was impossible, ostensibly, that Prescott could play that well and keep Romo out of the championship game. When every other team in the tournament had Rodgers or had a seasoned veteran, excellent quarterback. Nobody went in that year with a rookie, but us. Okay, wouldn't it be something if you had a dilemma as to which way you go? You do that if he gets 10 wins. Same thing that happened with Prescott. I think like that.
So you'd want that? You'd want that controversy?
Of course I would.
Okay.
Of course that means we'd won. If he comes in there and played as well as Prescott played, Rush played that well over these next games ahead, I'd walk New York to get that.
So I know a lot of people are making a big deal out of this and saying, oh, Jerry's just trying to stir the pot. This is marketing. He just wants people to talk about it.
That is also what Jerry does best.
Sure.
You're in the box. It's for the media.
But why wouldn't you want this? Why wouldn't you want a quarterback controversy? That means you have two very legitimate quarterbacks that are both winning quarterbacks, and you can't decide who will win us more games. That's a good problem to have.
Is this the next Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady saga?
Who knows? And that's exactly what he said. I mean, how the hell did Dak come about? Tony went down from injury. He comes in, and the whole conversation while he was playing well was what? Hot hand. He's got the hot hand. You got to stick with it. Don't change something that's not broke. Okay, now.
Is that what he did with Jason Garrett?
The problem. What was the problem that we had last year? That Dak could not beat good teams. Coop came in. He beat a good team out of the Minnesota Vikings. They were a good team. This year, it's the reigning AFC champs. A good team. Sure, they have their issues right now, but it's a talented team. And he was smooth. He was a smooth operator the whole game.
Did you see how Steve Young said that Dak should be learning from Cooper Rush?
Yeah, and
He should. Because look how many penalties we got in the game against the Bengals. Probably less than.
I did argue this fact with you too. We had the number one offense last year, and you don't just get that out of fluke. We had the number one passing attack last year. It just doesn't happen like that. I mean, Dak is a good quarterback. And granted, the whole conversation last time was that he was getting all those stats in garbage time. But
also see what was happening during the game. CD was getting more touches too. CD was looking good out there. Sure, like a quarterback doesn't make or break the receiver, but he sure was getting a lot more. They were sinking more, unlike Dak.
But who did Cooper have the most connection with?
We know Brown.
Noah Brown.
Good.
Noah Brown, big fan of this podcast.
A boss man.
Yeah.
What's going on, Cowboys Talk? Just Noah Brown out here. Getting excited, getting ready for the season.
Yes, thanks, Noah.
If Cooper Rush continues to win next 3 games that Dak is out for, if we win all 3, do you stick with him or do you go back to Dak?
I would stick with him. Here's another thing, because you're hearing a lot of, well, Cooper Rush, of course he played well against the Bengals because how much film did do people have on him? You know, this is now what, his second game? So I don't know. Are people still saying the same thing after his fifth game and 5 wins down the road?
Exactly. Like, how much film do you need? It's a damn feature film by this time. Like, it's like a whole freaking Titanic at that point in time. We've sat there for 3.5 hours. You know what you're getting now. You know who Cooper Rush is at that point in time. I don't think he's going to end up winning all of the games. He may lose one game out of all of them. I think it's going to be the Rams. I don't know if he'll be able to beat the Rams. But I think if if the play call keeps being a balance like it was right now, if it's, you know, if they're going heavy with the rush attack.
He played against a Super Bowl team.
And if we did not have as many penalties, or we didn't commit as many dumb penalties like we have been, including last week, and I get it, the Bucs defense is top notch, man. They are killing it right now.
Penalties have been our Achilles heel.
And Dak had a bad game, and you're allowed to have a bad game. I get it. You're allowed to have a bad game. It happens. But with Dak, it happens every time we play a good team. Every time there's a challenge, we're always playing from behind. It was great for us to play to hold the lead. And I'm not saying Dak has never done it. He has. But most of the time, it's always, what do I call them? Cardiac Cowboys, man. Like, it's...
Like the Commanders.
Meanwhile, we are just dumping wide receivers. Like Amari Cooper balled out Thursday night. He balled out. And I know every Cowboy fan was watching and was like, we used to have this. Why did we let him go for pennies on the dollar?
I mean, we're in the same position as the Raiders were.
Exactly, yeah. Raiders were thinking that too when they let him go. I mean, yeah, Coop is great. 200-yard games back to back. Meanwhile, CD's dropping passes. He's like, you see these balls getting dropped?
Looking better.
He did look better with Cooper Rush. I don't know, for some reason, Dak and him just do not seem to have a connection.
They don't have any chemistry. I think that's the issue.
Dak is more, he was more in sync with Coop. Every time, as soon as, do you remember this? Before Cooper came on our wide receiving squad, remember how he was struggling when we were trying to do wide receivers by committee?
Yep.
One of the dumbest ideas we've thought of. But it was a shit show. Cooper comes in, everything changes. We start winning. We're like, wow, what a great deal we just got. We traded away a first-round draft pick for him. He's playing like a first-round draft pick. And it was great for us because Dak was finally progressing. You lose Amari Cooper, and Dak again goes dum-dum. That's again what he is right now.
I'm optimistic because I think we're gonna, I hate to say this, follow the Eagles playbook for winning the Super Bowl. Same thing happened. Carson Wentz went down. Nick Foles came in. I mean, did they have a stellar team back then? Their defense was great that year.
I'm not worried about the Commanders. I don't think Carson Wentz will do Carson Wentz things.
Somehow.
He's looking good right now.
Somehow the Giants are 2-0.
I don't understand. Danny Dimes is getting the W's while playing like doo-doo. I don't know, and I don't think it's gonna last. We've got them now. We have not let the Giants beat us in a very long time. They did beat us once when Dak was injured.
And then remember the infamous Black Cat game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a great game. Oh, and that one game with the season opener with Romo, where like the very last play, like we beat them. Remember with that touchdown by Jason Witten in the end zone?
That's the game I did my Squidward dance. It was.
End zone. Of course, the touchdown is in the end zone. But yeah, the catch by him in the end zone.
That was the game I did my Squidward dance.
Yes, yeah. I made you do your Squidward dance because it was working the entire time. I need you to send me a clip of that so I can add it onto this. The Squidward dance. I don't. Do you? Any of you guys watching this? Do you guys have like a good luck thing that you do? Ours is like we have to eat popcorn for it to work out. If not, pizza rolls sometimes.
You tried it all. You tried everything.
Change the jerseys. I know that's a popular one that probably a lot of people do.
Not the amount of shirts we change.
Yeah, sometimes like okay, just maybe no Cowboys t-shirts or Cowboys colors. Maybe just go generic like t-shirt. Like come in with a aqua green t-shirt and just watch the game in that. Who knows? I mean, you got to try different things. At halftime, you got to go make some changes. Let's see what's working, what's not. All right, we're hitting time for this topic as well. Scores for the game this Monday night game.
Monday night game. At least we got
Monday
Eli.
night, yeah.
Eli and Peyton. I think it's gonna be 28-24. Dallas.
28-24. You think the Dallas defense is gonna let Dirty Dan throw for that much and score that much, or is it gonna be the running game? Saquon's gonna be running all over us.
Likely.
What I don't think our defense will allow that many points. And I don't think the Giants defense is that great to hold off a well-planned game. I think our offense has a better chance on their defense than their offense has a chance on our defense. And so for that reason, I also think the Cowboys will win this game. And I feel like it will be a low-scoring game. It will be a low-scoring game. I'm going to say 17-13. 17-13 Cowboys. This game could go south if Saquon just unleashes hell on us, because we have a history of letting running backs just run over us. This is a different defense. It is, but you just never know. You just never know.
If I win, you're gonna have to wear an I Heart New York Giants shirt with your shirt maker next time we talk.
I got big plans with that t-shirt maker. You guys just don't know yet. You guys don't know.
How many shirts have you made?
0, but it's coming.
Every day I hear, oh, this is a great t-shirt.
I get new ideas. Nobody's writing down these ideas that come up with.
Who's writing down these ideas?
Anytime I mention, if you hear one, write it down. You know better.
By the way, folks, this has been my home. I just writing things down.
Anyway, I'm going to be adding some clips onto this as well of our experience. We did the tour at the AT&T Stadium. I took my daughter out over there, which was the most amazing thing to see her just running on the field. It was the day before the game, so it was great to be like, oh yeah, you know what? Same field where the Cowboys are running up and down right now. That's where my daughter was yesterday, scoring a touchdown. And I got a great clip of her running into the end zone.
I'm pretty sure the end zone that you guys did the touchdown dance, that was our first touchdown too.
Yep, it was. It was. Tony Pollard. That's where you ran into. Yep. Yeah, no, it was a great game. Great experience. It's always good when you come out with a win. And I hope you get another one this week. I'm hopeful. We got it. Let's keep that hot hand going. I'm with Jerry. I want to see a quarterback controversy. I'd love it.
I can't too much.
I like it. Let's go. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys. Woo.